Hi, thanks for stopping by my channel. This is Anna's Aqua Home, where I sew, craft, and DIY. I love making handmade items to put around my home and also to give away as gifts. Today I want to be showcasing this new fabric that I got. This fabric, I've actually seen it. Several people make things with it. I got it from Michael's. I think it was like $3.99 or $4.99 a yard. It's got such cute buttons and scissors and so many different cute little sewing things. So I really was trying to find a project that wouldn't be too busy and that would showcase this, and it needs to be quick. I haven't been in my sewing room for a minute, so I need something that I can just sit down and sew really quickly to showcase this beautiful print. So I just debated several different projects, and I finally decided to pull out this stash that I've been holding for a while. It's a whole bunch of flour sack tea towels. You can get these in so many different places: Hobby Lobby, Walmart, craft stores. I got this at Aldi, actually. It was a pack of 5 for $4.99. So it was about $1 a piece, and they're pretty nice quality. I find if you get plain tea towels, not at a craft store, they're a little bit better quality. So I was really glad to pick these up. They are nice and large. Another thing with the, like, if you get them from Hobby Lobby, a lot of times they're smaller, and I like really big towels. So this one, it's like 36 inch by 36 inch. It's huge, but I think that's going to be perfect for us. And what I'm planning is to put a strip of fabric. Let me fold this up like a tea towel. It is really, really wrinkly, but I'm putting a strip of fabric across here, maybe with a little ruffle around the bottom. The ruffles are so big right now, so I think I'm going to add a little bit of a ruffle. So I'm excited to jump in, do this project super quickly. I'll show you how I make that ruffle and also how I put it all together. But thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Let's get sewing. All right, I've got my towel here. I've got this fabric. It is so pretty. I love all the buttons. I've actually got several projects planned for buttons. I actually picked up some cute buttons. Last time I was at Hobby Lobby, I picked up this pack of all these pretty buttons, some daisies because they're my favorite, and then some aqua buttons. I have a project that I'm wanting to do with that in the future, so if you like button projects, definitely stick around. But for this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 2 3-inch strips, and they're going to be the full length of the fabric. It's folded over and then folded over again. So I think this will be enough. I'll probably have some extra scraps from this, but we'll go ahead and use those in another project. So 3 inches and another. I'm going to actually, now that I'm seeing this, because I want the ruffle to be in half, I'm going to go ahead and do 3.5 inches, just so I've got a little bit more space. This is one project that you can't do with a fat quarter. I know a lot of the projects I do on my channel are fat quarter friendly, but this is not one of them because you need some really long strips. So I'm going to go ahead and get my iron out and quickly give these an iron so that it's easier to work with. All right, this is only going to take a couple lines of sewing. I ironed it, I did, but it just, these wrinkles were really stubborn. So I think the more that I use it, the more it's gonna come out. So here we go. I'm going to put it about like this. So that means I need to fold it up. I'm going to try to match it on both ends, and then put a few pins to keep it in place as I sew it down. All right, so I got it pinned down. What I'm thinking is I'm going to sew 1/4 of an inch from the edge here, and then I'm going to fold it over and go ahead and top stitch down. So that's going to be the first stitch. The second stitch I need is to make this wrinkly. So here's my thought behind that. I can do it two ways. I can, one, do a very large basting stitch and go ahead and it's the largest stitch that your machine can do widthwise, or you can hand sew it. And then after it's stitched with that large stitch, you pull one of the threads and kind of crinkle and ruffle it up. I could do that, but I think I'm going to hand stitch, or I'm sorry, pardon me, hand ruffle it as I go. So as I sew it on, I'm going to just go ahead and put little tiny pleats in it as I go. I think that's going to be my plan. So that would mean I need to sew this over and then fold it, pin it, do all that. So that's going to be what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and get this sewn down. This project is going quick. I just went and sewed that down. So now it's time to, oh, I also folded the ends in a little bit, this one a little bit more than this one. And that way when I fold it down, I can sew it and make it a really nice, no raw edged end. But for right now, I'm going to fold this over, spread it out, and I'm going to top stitch right here. So I'm going to pull both sides tight and then just sew either 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch all the way around so it lays flat. Okay, I love how this is looking. The top part nicely stitched down. This is going to showcase this fabric. So this is where it gets really fun. I'm going to start at one end. And this is going to take a lot of pins. So I have this pin cushion. I actually have a video coming up to show you this cute little pin cushion that I made. I haven't done a video yet. I did it with no audio, so I'm going to have to voice that over. So that's what's taking a little long to do that one. All right, I have tried around a little bit, and I think I know a better way to do this. So what I'm going to do is go like this. I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to pin this on this side, but I have to fix this end and fold that over. All right, so this is going to be pinned down here, and then this side, if you can't see it on camera, I'm going to pin this side to this part. And I'm not doing any on the towel. I'm just doing this top part. So all of this is the extra that we get to put in here. So here's the middle of the towel. Here's the middle of my piece. So now it's just a matter of folding ruffles into it to get up all the excess slack. So I'll show you. I'll put a little ruffle here, and I think I'm just going to do like 1/4 inch ruffles. So I just fold it over. So it's kind of going to look like a Z. You just take it and put a little tiny pleat. I guess I'm more pleating this than I am ruffling it, but that's okay with me. All right, and then just however much you think. I'm doing it about every 2 inches, but this is not going to be perfect. And then I'm going to do that at 1/4 inch pleats every 2 inches. And then it looks like I'm going to need to go back and add either more pleats or more, put them a little bit closer together, because as I go to the end, I've still got extra. So I don't want a huge pleat down here. So this is when you just go back and adjust the pleats a little bit to make them a little bit closer together, and you just keep adjusting until your pleats are all spaced out evenly the entire way down. All right, one side is completed. I'm going to move on to the other side. Just be sure that all your pleats end up going in the same direction. So the pleats are folding this way. So I don't want to start now folding the opposite way. I want to keep the pleats going all the way across. Now that we've got all of that pinned up, we're going to go ahead and sew 1/4 of an inch over all the way down, not with the towel parts, just with our pleated part. All right, let's see how our ruffles look. I absolutely love that. I think that is just too cute. I sometimes like the random like scrunch wrinkled look, but I really like this pleating look, and I really think it shows off, again, this beautiful fabric. So now that we've done that, remember, we've sewn this on. This is still not attached to the towel on the other end. So let's lay it all flat. And we're going to pull both the towel tight, and then we're going to pull this part tight, and my pins, go ahead and start pinning it again all the way down. Now it's time to match that on this. It's going to put both of them onto the towel backing, and it's going to just really match. Nice 1/8 of an inch top stitching. So last stitch, here we come. How adorable is that? Let me fold it up for you. Here is all finished. I think it turned out so cute. Love these little pleats on the front. How would you like that hanging in your kitchen or somewhere where you can use it every single day? It was a super quick project, super easy. I wouldn't say it was hard. Just 3 stitches really was all it took, and now it is so cute. If you have a fabric that you want to showcase, this would be a perfect project to do it, because you can really see the pattern of whatever fabric you're using. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel and watching me sew. Hopefully next time you'll come sew along with me, but until next time, bye!